In today's video, I'll show you why you should study Spanish. Te enseñaré 5 beneficios que tiene el español and we're starting right now. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Mi nombre es Álvaro y soy tu profesor de español. Si estás aquí es porque ya estás aprendiendo español y necesitas un pequeño empujoncito para continuar aprendiendo español. Y si no estás aprendiendo español, te invito a aprenderlo. Okay, the question is, why you should start learning Spanish if you haven't started yet? I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should keep studying Spanish. Okay, so number 1, Spanish is the second most widely spoken language in the world, with more than 460 million native speakers. So that's a lot. Just behind Mandarin, because we have a lot of Chinese, you know?
Is a big problem because there are a lot of Chinese in the world.
And that means that if you want to travel around the world, there are a lot of different countries, more than 20 different countries that you can go to and you are going to be understood because their native language is Spanish. And almost all the countries in South America have Spanish as their official language. And a lot of people say that we are very open-minded, social, and outgoing, so you are going to meet very interesting people, amazing food, and a unique culture. And oh my god, food in South America is so delicious. It's the best food that you will ever taste.
Anywhere you go in Ecuador is just to die for. It's better than anything I've ever tasted in the United States.
So you definitely have to come to South America, and I invite you to come to my country, which is Ecuador. And as you may know, I'm from Quito, so you can come here and go to very interesting places here in the capital of Ecuador. But we don't just have Spanish speakers in South America. You can go to Europe or even to Africa. There is one country in Africa that speaks Spanish. So you can go to vacation to Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Argentina, Uruguay, Spain, and a lot of different countries around the world. So you have a variety of different places that you can choose. And I said that we have delicious food, right? If you come here, you can eat hornado, fritado, guatita, ceviche, encebollado, cuy asado. Yeah, we eat cuy asado. That's kind of weird, but I think that that's the only weird dish that we eat. Okay, now, maybe we have more chontacuros y guanta, but that food is amazing. I highly recommend those dishes. Number 2, Spanish is the easiest language to learn for an English speaker. According to ripeapp.com, Spanish is even easier than Italian and French, and it's because we have a lot of similarities between these two languages, so you have to give it a try. Almost all the words in Spanish are written the same way they are pronounced. That means that Spanish is a phonetic language and English is not. That's the reason why English is very difficult. It can be very tough for non-native speakers to pronounce and to speak. And since Spanish is a phonetic language, it's going to be very easy if you want to read, to write, and to speak, of course. Also, you are familiarized with all the alphabet in Spanish. We just have one more letter, which is the ñ, and actually we don't use that letter in a lot of words, so don't worry, you'll get that. Spanish just have 10 different ways to pronounce vowels and diphthongs, and it's going to be very easy for you to pronounce because in English you have 20 different ways to pronounce that. It's the double. So you are going to master every single letter and vowel sound in Spanish. It's not like you're learning a complete different alphabet as Mandarin or Japanese. That would be more difficult for you to learn, so Spanish is very simple for English speakers. Number 3, the opportunity for you to travel and work abroad increases. It doesn't matter if you're studying or working, a lot of different doors open for you. So you have to take advantage of that. If you're studying and you want to study high school or college abroad, you can go to many different schools around the world. And the same happens with your job. You can work in different countries, and if you have in your CV that you speak Spanish, you are going to have a boost in a better profile, which is very important. And of course, if you're retired and you want to live in a more peaceful city, you can go to a lot of different countries and start a new life there. Number 4, knowing Spanish will let you enjoy your favorite music, books, and movies in their original audio. So I know that most of us watch Netflix, right? And maybe you really want to watch that specific series and turns out that the original audio is in Spanish. Maybe you're watching something like La Casa de Papel, Élite, La Casa de las Flores, y en español nosotros tenemos una infinidad de películas, series y telenovelas que estoy seguro que a ti te van a gustar. And also music, I mean, who haven't listened to reggaeton? I'm pretty sure that at least once in your life you're listening to one song of reggaeton. You are going to understand what Luis Fonsi is singing in I'm pretty sure you've heard that song, You Can't Lie to Me. Or maybe Bad Bunny, you've listened to Bad Bunny, right? It doesn't matter the type of music that you like, the point is that you are going to be able to understand the lyrics and what they are singing. And we have different kind of music that you can enjoy, for example, salsa, merengue, bachata, reggaetón, vallenatos, cumbias y muchos de estilos musicales que estoy seguro que te van a gustar. Maybe you like to read, and what if your favorite books are in Spanish? If you know Spanish, you can understand the classic books such as Don Quijote de la Mancha, 100 años de soledad o cualquier libro que te guste a ti. And number 5, Spanish opens your mind to the possibilities. And here I just want to tell you a story, and with this I'll finish. In South America in general, we have to learn a second language mandatory in high school. And I remember when I was in high school, I had to take English classes. To be honest with you, I didn't like English at all. But I had to take that because it was mandatory. I didn't like that, honestly, I didn't like that. It's a little bit sad, but the truth is that at least in Ecuador, the teachers that we have of English, they are not great, they are not the best, they are not native English speakers. And I know that they are teachers and they are supposed to know and they are supposed to teach you everything they know so you can improve. But the truth is that they don't even care if you learn or not. They don't have a good pronunciation or a good accent and you are going to learn that wrong. And then you are going to struggle with the pronunciation and you are not going to be able to understand native speakers because the way you were taught it's totally incorrect. And the story is that when I was in the last year of high school, I traveled for the first time to the US. It was a new culture in a total different context, and I really liked that. But the point is that I couldn't even understand what people were telling me. And of course, I couldn't express what I wanted to say. And it was so frustrating. Imagine that you are with a native speaker and they are talking to you and you are like, okay, no entiendo, I don't understand Spanish, do you speak Spanish? And you don't feel comfortable, you feel awkward, you feel bad. But I really like the culture, I really like the city, I really like the country, and I think that the US is such a great country. But also, I'd really like to go to Australia or to the UK or to Canada. And you know what? Before I went to the US, I was inside a bubble. And then when I travel and I meet different people, a different culture, this bubble popped. And I said, there is a whole world out there, you know? But I was inside this bubble that I couldn't see that there is a world out there. And after that, I said, okay, I think that I can start a new life in the US or I can start a new life in any country in the world. But the point is that if you know another language, in this case Spanish, you are open to the possibilities and you can decide whether you want to stay in your country or you want to go and meet the world. So I came back here to my country and I said, okay, I really need to practice English. I really need to study English, but for real, not as I had been doing in high school that I was studying just because I wanted to improve. So basically, I said, okay, I'm going to start from scratch. And I started to read, I started to learn English through YouTube. And I have to say that YouTube is such a great tool if you want to learn a new language. And now I can say that as I know some English, I can go to the US to do my master's degree there, find a new job, or just go on a vacation. And the possibilities are a lot. So in this case, Spanish is very important and I want to encourage you to learn Spanish. Or if you are learning Spanish already, I want to encourage you to keep studying. Don't stop. And I'm pretty sure that if you have motivation and dedication, you are going to be fluent in Spanish very fast. And that's the coolest thing that you will ever experience. Honestly. Y bueno muchachos, eso ha sido todo, espero que te haya gustado el video y si te gustó por favor suscríbete a mi canal y dale like. Don't forget that I upload a new video every Friday. So, see you later. Peace.